Okay, very good morning to you, beautiful people. So, I have a script. I wrote this down because it's important. Okay, I'm going to be straight with you. Normally, I won't write stuff down. I'll just say it straight as it is. But I was watching something, a fellow channel speaking about a game. The game's up and coming this Thursday, and you know, here we go. This video is to David Hopkinson, who is our new CEO at Newcastle United. And let me just say this to you, right? Now, I'll show you that. This is what we're going to be on here, yeah? But this is also important. The two are linked, okay? Video keynotes. Large games at St James's Park. Now, most of us know that earlier in March, April time, what was meant to happen was, are we staying, rebuilding the Gallagher for an upper tier? And would we develop the oldest part of St James's Park? And I know for a fact, whoa, I know for a fact, loads of you are going to come in and turn around and say, we can't do this and we can't do that and we can't do the other. Quiet. Let me speak. Yeah? What I would like to see doesn't mean it's going to happen. It's just an opinion. So, I would like to see, in an ideal world, an upper tier to the Gallagher. I would also like to see the Lees's Terrace given an upper tier as well. Problem. Huge, massive problem. Lees's Terrace buildings. Grade 2, grade 1, grade this, grade that. Yeah. So here is the issue. That's what I would like. Yeah. I would like all sides of St James's Park the same. Just my opinion. I've been in every single part of St James's Park, and I want to see the stadium bouncing. But they were talking about a rebuild, and some figures were banded around. What I would like to see, honestly, 80,000 seats. However, there's talk of like doing a new build, brand new, state of the art. Yeah. And where? Lees's Park was said, etc. And that was meant to be March, April. That was when I brought to you something I'll talk about in the next video. Yeah? Now, I did a poll, which is why I'm bringing two subjects bang together. Yeah? Current St James's Park has 52,316 or thereabouts maximum. We've waited for David, and he's now in the hot seat. Now, I'm on most social media. I am not on the old little bird. It's now changed due to Elon purchasing, and he wanted so. But what I want to say is this keynote, yeah? St James's Park is in a Champions League game this Thursday with one of the giants, Barcelona. Now, years and years ago, Barcelona came and we put them and shocked them. We didn't just shock them, to be totally blunt and honest. No. All of the TV pundits, before anything had kicked off on the pitch, it's going to happen, it's going to be this, it's going to be that, it's going to be the other. Then the referee blew his whistle. And our players decided, okay, you've hung, drawn and slaughtered us. Let's give you a game. And we won. Tino Asprilla was outstanding. This time round, yeah, when we play them again, the TV pundits are going to do the same thing. Yeah. We are going to get crushed, bashed, and kicked off the pitch. However, we have amazing, technically and gifted players. And I'm going to say we win the game. Now, whether Nick Waltermaid gets on the score sheet, I can't tell you that. I'd love it. Really, truly love it. But what I want to see is this. Yeah? What we need is this. We have the stack. The stack's limited in what it can do. It's fantastic. It has bars, food, and entertainment. It's got a little stage. I've been in there. Fantastic. There's a place also on Clayton Street, Westgate Road, Junction, which used to be the Gala Bingo. So here's what I'm thinking. Yeah. David, please bear with me and listen. Yeah, this is very important, pushing our club forward. These places I'm talking about, the Stack, the old Gala Bingo, etc. And do you remember when we lifted the Carabao Cup and you said, wow, how many people it was like applying? And we had an event on the town moor. Yeah? Why don't we do the same again? Have an event on the town moor. And have it where you have like a band, yeah, on your wrist, which gets scanned. But this time, change it. We're all adults, yeah? All of us. And last time, there was no alcohol, yeah? Well, you're not inside a football stadium. on the town wall. But if you put like a tent, a big one, and put a big, huge screen, what I want to say to you is this, yeah? You remember the stage where Eddie Howe and the team came out, yeah, and all of the lights and all that pizzazz. Have that just in case, just in case. Not for the Barcelona game, but keep it in mind for games where the fans can come. They can have their band scanned. They can have a bit of a drink, yeah? Because what I'm saying is this, yeah? I think, yeah, if the club does this and the weather turns nasty, you've got the roof keeping you dry. And I think we need to move forward as a club, I mean, years and years ago, right, when I was in Newcastle and I couldn't get to games because I was a driver. And a lot of drivers, yeah, used to swap shifts because they knew they're going to be late. I didn't care. I just drove the bus. Do you know what I mean? And what I'm saying to you is this, right? These venues expand the reach so that each one's ticketed and you can collate all this information. Yeah, David? And use the information the correct way. So, like with St. James's Park, yeah, and what's going to happen to it? Or a new stadium. Take all that information and pull it together and see what the end result is. And it may be 100,000 in total watching. It may be, but it may be a little bit higher. If you don't try, you ain't gonna know. Now, I don't live in Newcastle. No. I live in Nottingham. And here, second link, I said to everybody in a pool, I've got several designs. Yeah. They are all club related. Because I wanted to build something unique. I haven't got the essential skills to do it. But up here, the idea is spectacular. And that's the honest thing, David. Because, you have been to many places, including Real Madrid, where, most people turn around and say they are the biggest club in the world. So what I want to do is, like I say, with the top part, this is the top part here. Yeah. I asked in a poll, and what I'd like to do is this. I've got the idea, and I've got the know-how to do it. Yeah? But give it as a gift to the club. Yeah? And there's no better thing, personally think, is this: giving a gift that maybe 100 years down the line, when I'm long gone, yeah, but that gift keeps on giving. And all this malarkey with PSR, FFP, and whatever acronym the Premier League is going to chuck in Newcastle United's way. We can turn around and say, okay, we understand, but welcome to the new age. And being a creator, yeah, a content creator on YouTube, hashtag Paul Gallant 3675. Many people turn around and they always say, oh, you've done this, you've done that, you've done the other, and it's broken. Well, guess what? I'm human. Yeah? I am human. You know? And I said to people this: simple. Yeah? If a meme coin is good enough for an American, why is it not good enough for a British person? Yeah? Why? And I made a video the other day on this subject, and that is to the authorities, because it needs to be said. You can't stifle people. Listen to ideas. Yeah? Here's another one for you. And this is a freebie. Okay? Our club shop, we have mannequins as you come through the door. Yeah? We do. We have mannequins. They're dressed in the club shirt. Yeah? Why don't we use technology, David? Why? Now I'm going to sneeze. These mannequins, yeah, with our strip on. Why don't we, David, or Peter, or whoever, why don't we do this? Why don't we impose an image? Yeah? An image of all the first team. So when people walk through the door, they don't see the mannequin. They see, is that real? And they go up and have a look. Because what you're going to do, David, is this. If you do that, yeah, what you're going to do is this: more footfall at St James's Park. More people in the club shop than has ever been in the club shop, because they're going to turn around and go, oh my. And they're going to want to do this. They want to stand, like I've got a plant behind me, but they're going to turn around and go like this, and they're going to go, Bosh, and they're going to send it to their friends, to their family. Think about it. Yeah? If we've got the technology to take a blank face from the mannequin and give it Nick Waldemade, Bruno Ramirez, Anthony Gordon, etc. You can have a queue down to Percy Street. And they're all doing that, mate. Because when they're in, then you can turn around and go, okay, we'll arrange the stall in a certain way. Think and explore. So, thanks for watching. Yeah? Crazy ideas. But if we use extra venues with a ticket, we're going to have 52 at one location and thousands at other locations. And that is going to turn around and say to anybody, wow, how many for a game? Just an idea. Well, a few ideas. The meme coins are only supporter coins, David. We have a loyal fan base, 52,000. Let's make it a bigger figure. And look at it this way. This plan, yeah, is ready to go. Yeah, it is ready to go. I just need your permission, because you are now in the hot seat where Darren Eales used to sit. And yes, you worked at like Canadian, New York, Real Madrid. Think about it. Yeah? Because if you do, if you want to be really brave, imagine that. A few years down the line where there is 52,000 at St James's Park while we're building a new stadium. And we've got fans in locations around the city. Yeah? Anyway. Thanks for watching. There's more videos here on Paul Gallant 3675. And the next one is health. Keyword. Thanks for watching.